Welcome back and thank you for tuning in. There was a CEO who was going to retire, and everyone thought that obviously the next person to take over after him would be someone he knew. However, the CEO threw a surprise and invited the top management to come into the conference room. He explained, "Today I am going to give you all a small little exercise. On the basis of how this is going to turn out, the new CEO is going to be picked. I do not want to continue any lineage of any sort, but I want to give someone who is the most deserving the position of the CEO." He handed in the meanwhile to all of the top management present in that conference room a pot and explained, "In this pot there are seeds. All you have to do is take this pot home and come back with it after 3 weeks. Your plant should be beautiful and grown, and whoever's plant is the most well-grown one is going to be picked as the next CEO of the company." Everyone smiled, took their pots home, decided to water and tend to it. Some put fertilizer, some put manure, and some simply watered it. There was one man whose plant or seed refused to grow. There were no shoots, there were no roots, there was nothing. He told his wife about the exercise that had been given to him and said, "Everyone seems to be talking about how well their plants are growing. Nothing seems to be happening in my pot. I really don't know what to do." The wife just reassured him and said, "Do what you think is the most important. Keep it in the sun, give it its regular water, and let's wait and watch." In the meanwhile, 3 weeks had passed. Everyone came back that day to the conference room with their respective pots. This man, whose plant had not even surfaced, also brought his pot into the room. However, seeing everyone's beautiful plants, he stepped back, hiding his pot and himself because he was very upset that his pot was the only pot without the plant. The CEO came into the room asking everyone to display their pots. He went to them one by one, and he noticed this man standing aloof with his bare pot. He called him up to the front and asked him what had happened. He said, "Sir, I did everything within my capacity. I put a little bit of fertilizer, I watered it, I put it in the sun. But to no avail, my pot just didn't produce any plant." The CEO smiled and looked at everyone and said, "Lo behold, the new CEO of this organization." Everyone was astounded, and he went on to explain, "I had given all of you boiled seeds. Those seeds were obviously not going to grow. And I saw that all of you had replaced these boiled seeds with real seeds. The only person who didn't do this was this gentleman, and I trust him with running our company." Something similar happened a few weeks ago, where in a cricket match, the Indian women's cricket team beat England. Everybody went up in arms because the runner of the England cricket team stepped out of her crease before the ball had been bowled, and the Indian bowler ran her out, and everyone was in a frenzy. They alluded to this as cheating, when actually quite the converse was true. How often do we find ourselves in the need to so desperately win that we literally cheat? Who was the cheat here? The person trying to shorten her running distance to get that run to win the match? Or the person who replaced those boiled seeds with real seeds? It's a question I think we all have to ask and understand whether today we want to win and win at any cost, or we'd rather be like the man who stood by, did nothing, and had that barren pot. Think about it. I think it puts us on a very good question between success and ethics. Can they coexist? I think they can. Let me know what you think. If you like this video, please do hit the like button, please do share it, and please do continue to subscribe to my channel. Thank you. Till next week, it's goodbye.